So you clicked on this video because you feel lost. You look to your friends, you look to social media, you look to your family members and see them all have something going on, and you're left stuck behind in this rut of not knowing what to do. You have aspirations for business, for being successful, for retiring your family and all of these monetary objectives, or you just want to improve yourself via self-improvement, but you simply don't know how to get there. Well, this is the video for you. By the end of this video, you will have an actionable step guide to finally have not only the destination planned, but hopefully some steps to get you there. Let's get into it. Hello, I'm Dylan, I'm 18. I work with high potential professionals and entrepreneurs who are tired of procrastination, people who have real ambition, real dreams, real goals, and I simply help them get there faster by being more productive. I personally struggled with procrastination for a long period of my life, with over 5,000 hours or 210 days straight wasted playing Call of Duty and other such video games. I was the person with aspirations and ambition, but like you, I felt lost. I didn't know where the destination was, let alone how to get there. But now, I effortlessly and easily wake up every single day and do large amounts of work for my business, for my education, and for my personal development goals. And I'm trying desperately to help you get to that result too. And by the end of this video, I'm sure you will. The first point I'd like to make is this amazing quote that I live by. General ambition leads to anxiety. Specified ambition leads to direction. If you don't know what you want, you can't get it. If a man knows not where he goes, no wind is favourable. So the first step for you is to realise what you want. And whether it be education, business, a certain physique, you need to have that final image, even if it's just a facade of a car or a house or a lifestyle that you want to live. That is a good start, because you need to know your end destination. And for this, I'd recommend a simple journal process of journaling your dream life, right? So you have two tiers. You have the super extreme, your maximum dream life, and you have the more realistic dream life that you can achieve in 5 to 10 years. So take the time out. This is your actionable step. Pause the video, do what you need to do, and just journal your dream life. I'll put some prompts on screen here to get to that goal, but essentially you want to close your eyes and envision everything running perfect. What do you do during your day? Do you go to the gym? Do you run? Do you fight, etc. in terms of exercise? What work do you do? How passionate are you to fulfilling your purpose via the work you complete? What does your family structure look like? Where do you live? What country do you live in? What tax regulations do you have, etc. You need to be hyper specific, because again, general ambition leads to anxiety. Specified ambition is a direction to where you want to go. So now you have the destination in mind, you need to get there. There's a Christian saying I love also: God puts you in the right river, in the right boat that leads you to the right destination for you, but you still need to row the boat. And this is all it is. You know where you want to go. You know now your destination, your end goal. You just need to row the boat in the right vessel to get to that position. So firstly, the vessel. You want to pick the highest leverage opportunity to get to that position. With the gym being an easy example, the highest leverage opportunity to get to the dream physique you want in the gym is obviously by hypertrophic weightlifting. You know, if you want a dream physique, but you go to the gym and you go on the treadmill for 30 minutes and that's your workout, that's not the highest leverage vessel to get to that position. And the same with business. If you were to go into a business where you need to do lead marketing, which pretty much every business does, but you walk across the street and you start talking to random people and they all tell you to get lost, that's not the highest leverage opportunity. The highest leverage opportunity would be posting on social media one-to-many content for a specific niche that ends up turning into warm leads, and then you can meet with them, etc., and get the leads that way. It's the highest leverage vehicle for self-improvement. What is the highest leverage vehicle? I know the lowest leverage vehicle would be you binging YouTube and binging this content around self-improvement, this mental masturbation, whereas the highest leverage vehicle would be getting outside and reading a book, right? It's going to maximally propel you. It's going to springboard you into the position you want to be, because simply it has more leverage. So now we know the vessel that's going to get us to this destination. We need to know how to row the boat efficiently and effectively to get us there productively. So how do you row the boat effectively? And it starts with knowing what you need to do to progress. And this comes down to day planning. If you wake up and you know immediately exactly what you need to do to progress your business, whether it be recording videos, making content, replying to emails, cold outreach, etc., or for your education, revision, etc., or self-improvement, reading books, whatever you need to do, if you wake up and you know what needs to be done, then you're in the position to get it done maximally productive, 10 times easier than before. Because you don't have this decision fatigue. Decision fatigue is the idea that if you don't know what you need to do, you need to find out what you need to do. You need to plan it. You need to, do I need to do this? Do I need to do that? Do I need to do the other? And then you end up wasting time, wasting your mental bandwidth, the cognitive load on deciding what you need to do. So by the time you realize what you need to do, you've come to that conclusion and you go to do it, you simply can't do the work because you've burned your brain out by deciding these stupid decisions which you could have pre-planned the night before. So that's my first tip to you, is to plan the day the night before. I have planned the last 263 days of my life in this planner, and it has saved me hours every single day that I can put back into the work. It saved me energy every single day, which I can actualize in productive work, and that's what I recommend for you. Secondly, is to have an arsenal of productivity tactics. On the days where you wake up and you feel procrastination looming over you like dread, so when you sit down to do the work, you simply can't do it. You need to have the tools and the techniques in place to pull you out of this position, to allow you to get back to the work and continue progressing towards this end destination that we've curated for you. And the biggest technique to get out of this procrastination rut on those days where you feel like you don't want to do the work you've set yourself, I'd recommend you chronologically intensely plan, right? Because there's this ideology in productivity called eating the frog. You wake up, you do the hardest thing first. But on these days of procrastination, and you wake up with this procrastination looming over you, you can't eat the frog. You simply don't have the power within you to do the hardest task first. So a lot of people, they force it, I'm going to do it anyways, I'm going to get it done, etc. And they end up burning themselves out because they're putting this load on themselves to do the work, and they end up burning themselves out before they've even done the task, because it's this mental battle, they're fighting, they're battling of this procrastination, I'm going to force myself to do the work, hustle culture, etc. Whereas the key, the solution, the fix to this issue is actually the opposite. Doing the easier things first, building up the momentum, building up the inertia, the motivation, the dopamine flowing through your system by getting these easy wins. I say to my clients who struggle with productivity the most, they come to me, they're in the worst position of their life when it comes to productivity, and I say to them, your first 4 tasks of the day should be make your bed, have a cold shower, clean your desk, organize your desktop, because a lot of them do online work, right? They're entrepreneurs. Making your bed, having a cold shower, cleaning your desk and organizing your desktop is all it takes physiologically for dopamine to be flowing and this self-image to shift, because a lot of the times it's not only down to the motivation that you build by ticking off and having this release of dopamine which allows you to springboard into the work you need to complete. Sometimes it's to do with the self-image. You wake up and you have this internal monologue that I am a procrastinator, I suck, I'm lazy, I'm unproductive. But how do we beat that? Because there's 2 options. Number 1, you change the way you look, you get in the gym, you work out for 5 years straight and get your dream physique, right? Because it's an undeniable proof that you are productive. But number 2, you build an undeniable stack of evidence that you are who you say you are. You say you're productive, but you don't have 263 days of your life where you scored 9 out of 10 on productivity. How can you say for certain you are without this factual evidence proposing so? So these 4 tasks in the morning when you wake up and you tick, when you look at your to-do list, you look at your planner, and you realize what you have to do next, for example, record 5 videos, you now have 4 tasks in front of that monstrous task that you simply couldn't do at the start of the morning, reinforcing the fact that you're productive. So when you look at your to-do list and it's almost halfway done, irregardless of whether the task took you 5 minutes or 50, you are reinforcing the image that you should hold on yourself. So when you sit down to record, to write, to script, to plan, etc., whatever work you have to do to get to the end destination, you can do it easier, because you actually see yourself as someone who can do that work. by building this undeniable stack of evidence and chronologically intensity planning in order of intensity. And if you do need help, if you don't have further tactics to pull you out of this rut of procrastination, you need more interpersonal help, the top link in the description will take you to my productivity performance plan, where I'm changing lives forever in just 30 days. Within those 30 days, I'm guaranteeing you 20 out of 30 days productive, or I'll work with you 100% for free until you get that result. You'll have my included physical planner, my personal phone number, my productivity strategies and techniques that have been proven to be effective. Every single thing you need to turn productive, I give to you. Any problem you face with productivity and procrastination, I solve for you within those 30 days. So if you're interested, check it out in terms of daily price, and it's cheaper than the coffee you buy every single morning. So it's time to start investing in something that actually gives you a return. If that's interesting, check it out, but I hope this video helped you. Thanks.